What's up, everybody? Hey, welcome back to Perry's Politics Today. I know I've been gone for a while, but I had to come on, people. In the last 3 days, everything just busted out in flames, right? Now, first, I want to talk about, I know people are going to look at it two different ways. I'm glad that the federal workers are back to work. I'm glad people are getting their snaps. But me personally, I feel like the Democrats caved in. And we got some people who just really is upset about it. I'm going to play you a news clip where people just saying how Chuck Schumer and plus like 7 others just caved in. And me personally, I'm going to say this. Like, yes, I think Trump was going under. And if he would have, if the Democrats would have stayed pat, then possibly, I'm thinking possibly, he would have, turned things around. But you can't trust them. Trust, we'll work out a plan for the healthcare rates and stuff later, premiums that's going through the roof. And a lot of people are going to lose their health insurance next year. And yes, it's nice for people to work and eat today. But what I'm saying is that he'll come back and find some other way now that the government is back open to screw things up. And it's crazy. And Sherelle, you know what I'm talking about? Like, he's been holding the U.S. hostage, basically. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, if you don't want to pass my big, beautiful bill and let things go the way you want to go, then you peasants can starve. And I'm not going to pay you if you work for the government, and I might not bring you back. Like, all that is just too much for me. Mm-hmm. But where we at right now is just that he's tripping and just want to be seen. Just want to be seen and causing havoc in the U.S. and basically all over the world. Mm-hmm. It's causing havoc. And I don't know too many words to explain. He's just an idiot. Right? Damn. And Chuck Schumer is not too much better because I was upset back when he lifted the debt ceiling months ago. I'm not sure if you guys remember that. You can't keep being an itch and want to be in charge. And I seriously think this too, that when that election went down in Virginia, everybody they ain't blaming the Democrats. They know who the problem was. But I think Chuck Schumer, this is my opinion, and those 7 others received a paycheck.
A paycheck?
I think he paid them to vote to open up the government.
Wait. You're saying that 47 paid Schumer?
Schumer and them other 7.
Perry.
No, I'm telling you, that guy is a straight up mobster, for real. Mm-hmm. He would do anything. Yeah. And we'll get into later in the video other things we believe he did. Can't prove it. But look at his actions. Now, how can one day, we ain't voting for that bill. Then all of a sudden, Democrats start winning in Virginia. Now, these cowards, and I'm going to say it, Chuck Schumer got to go.
Yeah.
He really got to go. And Sherelle, before I get your comments, let me play this news clip. Okay. This anchor talking about how disappointed and saddened that we are that we got this coward up there that's not thinking about everybody. It's just a few and his cable bill.
Should go. I'm sorry to say Chuck Schumer should go. I voted for him many times. I am ideologically quite aligned with where he is as a senator, but he's no longer capable of running this caucus. He's no longer capable of leading the Democratic Party. I am a I'm an establishment Democrat, and I'm here to say that Bernie Sanders is much more in line with where I and many other Democrats are today than Chuck Schumer is. And, if you would have asked me that 5 years ago, I would have laughed at you. So that just to underscore exactly how furious Democrats are today for putting the country through this without having an out.
Now, you see what I'm saying? Like, It's not just me, but I do understand. People will say, hey, you know what? You get these people out of jobs. People can't get their SNAP benefits, which was totally crazy anyway, because they had a reserve and it was only up to 47. to say whether he wanted to distribute it or not. And then he'll say, "Oh no, I can't do that, but I would love to do it." But then once they pointed it out to him and said that you really can and showed him on the books, and then a judge said, "No, pay the people." A federal judge said, "Pay them." Then that's when, if he wanted to pay them anyway and didn't think he could do it, why all of a sudden he tried to file an appeal to the Supreme Court to stall the payment? When I tell you he ain't shit, he ain't shit. And I sort of think this too. MAGA people are starting to get upset.
Mhm.
The diehards. But their insurance is gonna go up too.
I mean, the whole thing is a joke. It really is a joke. We're going through one of the worst economic times ever. Okay. He doesn't want to feed people that need food stamps or SNAP, whatever they call it. But here's the thing, Perry. So we absolutely have very few Democrats in the office that will fight for the Democrats. Okay, they're just fighting for themselves, and they're very spineless. Chuck Schumer being the leader of the pack. I mean, he's just no good. We have a criminal running the United States as if it's a criminal enterprise. He makes deals for his family. He makes deals for his children. He doesn't care about the people. He's really, really the worst president. I cannot believe a long time ago I thought George Bush was bad. I never, ever met or thought that I would live through this kind of presidency. But it really is, if we want to make our way out of this, it's only one way to make our way out of it. You have to let it crash.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think African Americans should be going to the protest. No. That's not our fight. I don't think the Hispanics should be going to the protest, but they are, because they're getting locked up. I want to see Mega take them on.
Mm-hmm.
Stop feeding Mega. Let's see what they do. Because he's just waiting for us to make a bad move so he can lock us up during a protest. No one's going to give him that freebie. You want to handle your blacks, then you got to do it your damn self, because we're not going to make it easy for you. I mean, I'm upset that Schumer folded and what was it, Durbin and all them, but they're spineless.
Right.
We are in this on our own. We have to, if you're in the position to save your money, save food. And remember, my father kept saying that you need a reserve. And I'm like, okay, Daddy. But he was right. It's going to get worse. It's not going to get any better. And it's going to boil down to Mega taking him on, realizing that he's a crook and an unaliver.
Yeah. And that's a fact.
And remember, my father called him a gangster, and I laughed.
I laughed too.
That's why we got to hurry up and talk about the Epstein file.
Yeah,
I thought he was being dramatic. My father said the only criminal in the U.S. is the president and his cronies. And wait till we start talking about Epstein. He will unalive you if he has to. Yep. He will turn his back on you. And if you're gonna be this callous, if you're going to be this crooked, you would think he had more common sense. I'm sure John Gotti was 3 times smarter than, I'm serious, he's mob related. Let's just wait till we start talking about it. He's the worst of the worst. And anybody that is African American and you still support Trump, or 47, pardon me, if you still are African American and you support 47, you deserve what you get.
Right.
Don't come crying to the rest of us. Even now, I see Hispanic people regretting their vote.
Yeah.
But you voted for them, so you handle it.
Well, you got that. You got white people regretting their vote. The whole thing is, Now I'm going to tell you something, though, and Pops will keep saying it. Hey, it's going to get worse. It's definitely getting worse.
It's getting worse.
Everybody been to the grocery store lately. I don't need to talk about it. We feel it. We see it every day. Mm-hmm. But you said something about the protest thing, and this is how I've been viewing it. Yes, everybody got the right to go out there and protest, right? But I think if brown people go out there and protest, it's going to become a distraction.
Yep.
Where they can have a reason to send the dogs out.
and
And I
lock us
think
up.
for the others, they got to know what it's feel like. Like we've been through this shit through slavery and to now. And they got to get to that point where they feel like they getting treated like a ninja. You see what I'm saying? And they got to go out there and do it.
I
So
mean,
it's no misunderstanding to him who's actually protesting. You know what I'm saying?
it really has to boil down to letting his Republicans turn on him, letting MAGA turn on him, let
Right.
the white people that voted for him turn on him. That's when we'll see some change. That, and hopefully he doesn't have much longer to live, because he's getting hit. Look at his ankles, you guys. Look at his ankles. He's old. He's getting senile. And when he does come true, he's taking a playbook straight out of Hitler's playbook. Do you guys remember this? Hitler turned his military into his personal police, and he called them the Gestapo, something like that. Just like he's trying to do with the National Guard now. I mean, everything Hitler has done, he's doing, because that's his idol. He's a sick man, but he's turning the military into his personal bodyguards. So when the protests do break out, or if they break out, he can send them in. But he's doing everything Hitler's doing. And I kept telling you guys, I said, listen, this is history repeating itself. But I went on TikTok the other day and couldn't find any footage of the Gestapo. So you think he's busy not feeding people and messing up the economy and hiding from the Epstein files. He's also taking books out of libraries. Yep. We are extremely, what's the word? Not monitored, but every information that we have access to is propaganda. He's taking books out. Of course, he's canceling courses in the United States. He wants the upcoming generation to be as dumb as possible. Because if you say that slavery was a good thing, and I'm not making this up, they said this in my son's class, slavery was a good thing and it allowed the blacks to learn a trade. He's bound and determined to act like slavery wasn't disgusting and the slave owners were disgusting. He's bound and determined to take that out. I think he must feel some kind of shame if it's spoken out loud. But, he has a double shame. You're German and your father was a Nazi. So, I can't believe this is actually happening. But I have a friend who's Republican. She's black. She's dumb. She's a Republican. She moved out the country, right? She moved out the country because it's cheaper and all of this. She can't get back into the country. And y'all probably know who the friend is. She can't get back into the country. Let me tell you what's up next. He's going to close the borders like Hitler did. Mm-hmm. He's going to close the borders. And those that can't get out will be stuck in the United States as he runs his regime as a dictator. And don't tell me, and when it happens, I don't want anyone to say, well, how did you know? Because I'm taking the script out of Hitler's playbook. Everything Hitler does, he wants to do. And think about this. When he was taking Jewish people and putting them in the concentration camps, he didn't say to the Germans, the regular folks like the rest of us, he didn't say, hey, guess what? I'm unaliving people in the concentration camps. No, you just never heard from them again. Just like the Hispanics. Why do they have to be on an island surrounded by alligators? And they secretly have opened up more detention centers.
Right. They ain't
unbelievable. Unbelievable. He is that F word. He wants this place to be either strictly white for the higher class, for the rich. He wants them all white. And if there are any African Americans or Hispanics here, they're cleaning my floors and cooking my kids' food. That's what he wants.
Yep, changing his depends and stuff like that he need to change. Now, too, because we're gonna get to this email in a minute, right? But this is why Chuck Schumer and the 7 other people who changed their vote to reopen the government, they knew they was dealing with an idiot and a liar.
A liar.
He promised them, paid them, by the way. Those 7, Chuck Schumer and them other 7 got paid. You can't tell me nothing different.
You know,
That's
one
my
of the other 7, Perry, was Dick Durbin. He's the one that stole the job from Schumer in the first place. How stupid are you to team up with your enemy? What do they think that they're going to get out of breaking with your party and allowing Republicans, giving Republicans a win? What does he get out of that? Dick Durbin.
Well, what they got was a cash payment. That's what they got, right?
Maybe.
And see, that's the whole thing. And they were so stupid to think, oh, well, they said that if we just open it back up, we'll negotiate the healthcare premiums on whether we should extend, the tax cuts for it. But we'll promise if you open back up, I'm gonna send you this payment, change the vote, and then we'll talk about it. Now, right after that happened, the Dems proposed this amendment, right, to redirect that $40 billion they got going to Argentina.
Oh my God.
To stay here in America to lower our healthcare premiums for Americans, right? And this within like 24 hours of it, right? And this the appreciation. Here's this guy talking about it.
Tonight would redirect that $40 billion bailout from Argentina. It would redirect the money that Trump said wouldn't benefit the American people, and we would use those funds to extend the advanced premium tax credits for 2 years. Now, I'm like other people on this dais. I come from humble beginnings. I don't know what $40 billion looks like. I don't know what $1 million looks like. Neither do most of my constituents. Well, $40 billion that they use to bail out Argentina covers health care under the advanced premium tax credits for 2 years. This is an investment in the health and economic security of the American people. It's a far better use of taxpayer dollars than sending billions overseas.
Now, it didn't even take long for them to backstab him. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they thought they had it going good. Now, did they really want it open back up? No. I think the voting went down in Virginia. It scared them. That, hey, we getting the blame for this shutdown, blase, blase, blase. But Congress ain't worked in damn near 8 weeks.
I know.
Hiding from the fact that they had to swear in the congresswoman from Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And so once it opened back up, it led us to this point where she did get sworn in. And this is a clip of her getting sworn in. And then we're going to get into the aftermath.
Democracy only works when everyone has a voice. This includes the millions of people across the country who have experienced violence and exploitation, including Liz Stein and Jessica Michaels, both survivors of Jeffrey Epstein's abuse. They are here in the gallery with us this evening. Thank you for being here. Just this morning, House Democrats released more emails showing that Trump knew more about Epstein's abuses than he previously acknowledged. It's past time for Congress to restore its role as a check and balance on this administration and fight for we, the American people. That is why I will sign the discharge petition right now to release the Epstein files. Justice cannot wait another day. Adelante, mi gente. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. I yield back.
Now, there we go. That's when the shit started hitting the fan.
Okay, Perry, before you talk about that, I just want to say this really quick. 47 intentionally messed up the economy because the top 1% make more money when the economy is bad. So I just wanted everyone to realize this is intentional. You put tariffs on us for we couldn't afford anything anymore. And I don't think a lot of people realize why he created this big mess with the economy. It's so he can make more money. I just wanted to say that because I was talking to my son the other day and he didn't understand why 47 was doing all of this. And he does it on purpose. He wants everyone to, when the economy's bad, they can raise the prices and we will be forced to pay it. Go ahead, Perry.
That's a fact. Now, and see, it's significant that she's sworn in. If they tried to avoid for 8 weeks. getting paid for being on vacation, while people wasn't getting SNAP, while federal workers deserve money, while air traffic controllers, and everybody understand that situation, having to work for free.
Yeah.
Like, they sitting on their asses, but now they had to swear her in. And so since that happened, and she became the 218th signature on that discharge petition that that forces them to bring the Epstein files to the floor for a vote, right? That vote might happen next week, but it's up to 47. 47 trying his hardest. They're sweating bullets right now, right? They sweat. They doing everything in their power not to have this hit the floor.
You know why, don't you?
He trying to get people to renege off their initial vote, off their signature.
You know why, right?
Yeah.
He's bullying people now. He doesn't want it to come out that you were a part of this trafficking. You were with women, and worse than that, you were with minors. So we have a ruler that wants to be a dictator breaking the law. He is a P-file. He's a P-file. And let me tell you this. I'm sorry, Perry, because I'm upset about the whole thing. Because these people that support 47, and you've got accurate proof that he's a P-file, and I believe they said the youngest girl was 12. He doesn't want this secret to come out. So you guys heard the rumors that Epstein didn't take his own life. Who would do that? Who has something to lose if the Epstein files become public? 47. And I laughed at my father when he said that at first. I don't think Epstein took his own life. Just mysteriously, the part of the tape where you can find out what happened is missing. Well, where did it go? You don't want anybody to know that he's tied to unaliving Epstein. I don't believe Epstein unalived himself. And if you look at the messages that I'm sure Perry's going to play, even Epstein didn't trust 47. He said, you know how he is. I don't trust him. Nobody should trust him, because when he doesn't get what he wants, he's not good enough to rise above it. He'll get in the mud and he'll have you unalived. Yeah, it sounds crazy. Y'all just remember that I'm saying this. This president takes people's lives. I think his whole, what was it called? Assassination was weird. That you wore a Band-Aid for 3 damn days while the Power lost his life. I think you're a liar. He's not beneath lying. He lies every single day. Like that's just what he did. He fucking, never mind an integrity. If he's got to lie to get his way, that's what he's going to do. And I think he has sunk so low. I think it was 47 that unalived Epstein, because if you read the transcripts, you know, they just released 25 more. They don't trust him, and he can't get that. He doesn't want that secret out there. And how are the stupid mega people are going to find out that you voted in a P file?
Well, yeah, I seen something today too. It was weird. It's like a little clip of a MAGA person trying to defend him after the person said, hey, he's with minors. What's wrong with that?
Oh my, Perry!
I'm just telling you.
I gotta stop doing your show.
It's gonna be a lot wrong with it when your ass can't eat and you can't go to the doctor. See, that's what it's gonna take for a lot of them to get it, right? And since all these emails start dropping, shit start hitting, going crazy.
He went into a panic. He probably has sweat on his forehead. What? They released the files. He's going knocking door to door, trying to bully people. Please don't sign it. You are bullying people. But I have no doubt in my mind that your little P-file secret is going to come out. You sick F. He's sick. Anybody that votes for this man has a screw loose, and they want to be in denial. That's not true. It's the Dems. It's the Dems. They're changing the subject. No, the Dems aren't knocking door to door on people that signed for the things to come out.
Right.
And they're so stupid and brainwashed that they just regurgitate all the stupid shit he says, and he's dumb. It's so dangerous to fly right now. You done laid off essential workers so everything can go down so you can make more money. You're a sorry businessman. You're a horrible gangster, and you are just pathetic. And I can't wait till it's time for him to make his exit off this damn planet. And let me tell you, when he does, mega are going to be shocked when there's so much celebration. We have a P-file that acts like a 12-year-old in office.
No, I agree. And then too, like these MAGA people, it's a trip. They still with them.
They
The farmers
stupid.
are hurting. Everybody
Yeah.
that voted for him are hurting. Even the MAGA, right?
Yeah.
He campaigned on lowering food prices, all this stuff, right? And
Yeah.
he campaigned because he got MAGA thinking it's only Democrats in the file. That he's going to release them, that he was going to release these files day one. We're about 9 or 10 months in. He did everything but fight to keep it from coming out, right? Lie after lie after lie. So I don't give a damn who in the file. Anybody, whether you're a Democrat, a preacher, a Republican.
Yeah,
Oh,
you have
yeah,
to save our children. I mean, you guys, the leader of the free world is with prostitutes. Let's just call them what they are, okay?
Right.
And forced, what's it called? Trafficking them. And yo, creepy, smelly ass is with a minor, and you don't want it to come out. And Mega's so stupid. Yeah, we need to get them blacks off of the food stamps. Wait a minute. I'm on food stamps. Stupid. Mega people are stupid, and I don't have a problem saying it. They are dumb. They are people that don't know how to make smart decisions, and they probably aren't really worth a damn and contributing anything to today's society. Mega is stupid. You hired in a felon, okay? And now he's a P-file on top of that, and you're going to say, well, at some point they were going to have to start having X anyway. They make up anything. They are stupid, and they are uneducated.
Right. And so
don't forget, the majority of the country voted for Kamala. When he hired Putin and Tesla to help him cheat to get in office, that's what happened.
yeah, because MAGA
No
people
one
so
likes
stupid.
him, but the lowest of the low.
MAGA people are so stupid. There's some in the chat.
Yeah, you guys are stupid. You can stay here and listen to the truth if you want to, because I'm not going to even bother to kick you out, because you guys need to get a grip on society and realize what's happening to this country and how it affects you, dummies. Right. Oh, the blacks need to find a job. There needs to be no more snaps. They just living off of us, the government off my hard-earned money. And then, wait a minute. I'm out of food. I didn't get my snaps today.
Yeah, we didn't get snaps. We got the colors sucking up all the white man's food.
Yeah, we didn't want the blacks and the Hispanics gone.
Here. It's more of you, MAGA. And I ain't talking about just white people. MAGA, that group MAGA. Probably 85%, I'm guessing. Probably on some kind of welfare SNAP program.
But they're the
need to see a
people
dentist,
that
right?
sleep with their sisters. Mega is the uneducated white people. They're just uneducated. They don't know what school means to begin with. They're too busy sleeping with their family members. Incest is big. I'm not making that up. It's big in certain areas, and most of the time it's the mega areas. They're just uneducated, and the only thing that they could say that they're proud of in their life is that they're white. You just born white. You didn't have any accomplishments on your own. That's your greatest accomplishment, is that you were born with lighter skin.
No accomplishment. And that's part of the issue, right? They take their failures in life. Yeah, you MAGA. You in the chat being ignorant.
You don't even know how to spell MAGA.
Others, because your ass dropped out of elementary in the 3rd grade and drove a tractor with flat tires, right? Now you want to blame it on the colored folks, right?
I know, it's just ridiculous.
And it is so ridiculous, like, and they so far up 47's ass that they would sleep with them, the men and the women.
Yeah.
That's how sad you are, MAGA. So disappointed.
And
Not
look,
to share this
if you just think
jackass
about it,
stuff.
you dumbass mega, listen to me. If you sit down and just go over some thoughts in your brain, now, I know y'all don't do that a lot, but you don't ask yourself, why is he in such a panic right now with this Epstein file? If everything was up with the up and up, then he wouldn't be sweating the way that he is. He's in a panic right now, but y'all so dumb. Like, it's just a distraction. A distraction from what?
Look,
And it's okay for our president, the leader of the country, to be a pedophile. He's not a pedophile. You won't know until the damn emails are released. And then you wouldn't even know how to spell pedophile because you're uneducated.
yeah, somebody says they rule, right? The only thing MAGA rules is the slow bus. When you sit in the back, you don't even get the privilege to drive, right? You're so ignorant. And really, to be honest with you, you're probably so damn poor and you probably stink.
Okay, very, very.
No, I'm just keeping it real. Like, before we get into it, like, the whole thing is crazy. But MAGA don't think. They get that break out their crayons that add up 2 + 2.
Perry,
right?
they don't even know how to read.
Right. So they got him saying they was all for it. Yes, we're gonna get Clinton. We're gonna get Clinton. When the Epstein files come out, we're gonna get Clinton.
Yep.
Then when you find out 47 name in there and he hide, oh no, we ain't never been friends. No, not at all. I had to get rid of him from Mar-a-Lago because he was a freak. No, you was the freak. I'm not excusing Epstein. He was too. But you rode along with him, and you probably owed him money for unpaid services, right?
And just think about what that means, Perry. If you have a pedophile in the office, who's protecting our children?
Nobody.
If you have money, you're saying that you could be president. If you're a pedophile with money, stolen money, okay, because you've been hiding them China deals, stolen money, and you don't put your foot down and say, you don't mess with our children. Y'all supporting that? What is wrong with you? And it's not, and you love being white so much. Yeah, I'm white and proud. We're gonna move and have our own city, all white. Go. I want you to go to your all white city because you're a nuisance over here with the rest of us. But what does that say? If the leader does it, do you know, just like they feel emboldened now, that every pedophile out there is going to come forward and act like that's not a problem? You could be with children.
Yeah.
You're not even protecting your own children. It's just disgusting. Oh, but y'all had a lot to say when the word was Diddy was doing it. Oh, lock him up, lock him up, lock him up for life. Okay. Well, what about when the leader's doing it?
Mm-hmm.
And we really need to be very, 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 very strict on what we allow predators to do with our children.
Right.
It's not a joke.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of the dumb mega men, they don't know what it does to you when you are a victim at a very young age. And what does it say when even Epstein doesn't trust you? He said, I don't trust the guy.
That's bad.
He's a crook. He's a crook. Everything he has no successful businesses because he lies and then he shakes people down for money.
Mm-hmm.
He's horrible. He's horrible. And his idol is Hitler. It's ridiculous. Go ahead, Pierre. I'm sorry.
He's corrupt.
Very much so.
And his family.
Yeah.
And see, MAGA people go, yes, make America great again. Mm-hmm. Make it great again. Mm-hmm. While he's gaining cash, hand over fist,
robbing them blind,
getting all kind of hotels and everything built in his name. He was just at the Commanders football game,
and they booed him.
They booed him. That was
they booed him. He doesn't get it. He's been lying so long that he believes his own lie. Listen, Hitler's his idol, Putin's his boy, right there. I would be like, wait a minute, that's a bad combination. But the stupid mega people, they're like, well, he gonna make it great again. Well, when is he gonna start to make it great? Because right now, you mega people, it doesn't affect my family. I know how to use my money, but y'all not eating on Thanksgiving. And then they're like, yeah, take it away. I'm gonna have Thanksgiving with all of my family. I'm gonna fly them all in. It only affects mega, you dummies.
Right. I mean, see, at the end of the day, let's keep it real. Why mega want all the colors out of the country so bad? Because they blame other people for their failures, right? Mm-hmm. And basically, in essence, they want everybody kicked out so they can get a handout. Now, what more do you want? You got free housing. You might pay $5 a month. You get free food. It's too late for the dental care. That's gone. But it's just ridiculous on how you want to blame others and act like you're going to contribute shit to this country. You haven't. That's your problem.
Yeah.
You need to be sitting in some psychiatrist's office with your feet up and heavily medicated. Because you ain't nothing but probably a racist jackass. And let's keep it real. I see you in the chat, but that's what you all do. You hide in the corner and you cry. DEI.
Or they bully. They think we're scared. You can stay in my chat all day. I don't give a damn.
And
you're making yourself look bad. And you know why they probably don't think it's bad that 47 has been with children? Because they are full of incest too. You know, the mega, they sleep with their cousins and shit. It's really weird. They're really weird.
Doing more than rocking their babies.
And have contributed nothing to society. So you were born with white skin and that's your biggest accomplishment? Okay. If you say so. Like, I got a list of accomplishments, okay? And I don't sleep with my uncle. It's weird. It's just the worst time ever. We got to get this bum out of office and in prison where he belongs.
Yeah. You know, I do have a feeling that MAGA eventually will have enough. Not the idiots in the chat. The ones who, go to work and stuff like
they're pretty brainwashed and pretty dumb. And racism gets instilled in you at a very young age and it doesn't leave. Let's be real. MAGA will shoot themselves in the foot than to realize I'm voting for a man whose policies don't work for me. That's how stupid they are. But, I look at racism like it's a sickness. Like you got cancer, you got racism.
You know what? And then, like I seen something, I ain't gonna mention the name, but they go, Blacks for Trump. Blacks for Trump is almost like a freed slave that volunteered to go back and work for free on the plantation. I'm just keeping it real. That's what you are to me, right? But let's move along with this clip. Of this news clip of them talking about the released emails.
Rocking Washington, D.C. Never before seen emails released this morning by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee, raising new questions about President Trump's relationship with convicted sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. The emails provided to Congress by the Epstein estate show private correspondence between Epstein and his accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell and between Epstein and author Michael Wolff, with multiple references to Trump, all raising more questions about what Trump knew and when. Epstein writing in a 2011 email to Maxwell that Trump, quote, spent hours at his house with a sex trafficking victim. Epstein calls Trump in this email a, quote, dog that hasn't barked. We should note it's not clear what exactly Epstein meant by those comments. Let's bring in MSNBC Justice and Intelligence reporter Ken Delanian. Ken, take us through what these emails say and their significance.
Good morning, Anna. Well, the one you just read is perhaps the most important one because it was written by Jeffrey Epstein in 2011, long before Donald Trump's political career. And he used the phrase, the dog that hasn't barked. That's a phrase from a Sherlock Holmes story suggesting a clue. And he says that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Redacted name of a victim, spent hours at my house with him. He's never once been mentioned. And then he uses the phrase police chief, etc. So these emails essentially what they do is they raise new questions about Donald Trump's longstanding contention that he had no knowledge of Jeffrey Epstein's massive sex trafficking operation. These emails suggest that they don't suggest that Donald Trump was part of it. They suggest, though, that he may have known about it. There was another email written years later to Michael Wolff, the author from Jeffrey Epstein. And the context here appears to be about Jeffrey Epstein being kicked out of the Mar-a-Lago golf club. Epstein says, Trump said he asked me to resign. Never remember ever. And then he adds, of course, he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop. And then the third email is between Wolff and Epstein, and it's about Wolff telling Epstein that he believes that Trump will be asked in an interview. This is in 2015 as he's running for president, about his relationship with Epstein. And Epstein asked Wolff, if I were able to craft an answer for him, what do you think it should be? Now, that, of course, suggests that Epstein would be in communication with Trump and would be helping him craft an answer to a media question. And then Wolff answers, I think you should let him hang himself. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the House, then that gives you a valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you, or if it really looks like he could win, you could save him generating a debt. So again, that suggests that Wolff and Epstein believe that Trump was more involved or has more knowledge of Epstein's operation than he was letting on. Again, none of this is definitive, but this adds to the picture and adds to the questions that both Republicans and Democrats have about what exactly Donald Trump knew about Jeffrey Epstein's crimes and his sex trafficking of both minors and non-minors.
See, that's the deal, Sherelle. Like, the Michael guy told him, hey, no, let him hang himself. Yeah. Let him go out there and do what he always do, which is lie, lie. No, I got rid of Epstein. We ain't never been friends like that. He said, let him go ahead there and dig that hole, which he did. Yeah. And think about it. Before Epstein became up missing, something bad happened to him, because at the end of the day, once he had lied back in 2015 and all that stuff that he didn't know him, he also know the person can prove that I know him, that can probably got tape too of him going Willie style with minors, all this stuff. It's really strange how a man could be on S-Watch in a prison and come up missing, and then part of the tape is missing. Right. How convenient. It's almost like how convenient can Charlie Clerk come up missing when you got all kind of deals with Israel? See, it's a lot of stuff going on. And can I prove it? No. But let's keep it real. A lot of strange things happen. And for the ignorant people that don't want to add 1 + 1 = 2, is, didn't your leader say that he was going to release him on day one?
Yeah.
Did you wake up a month later and say, why haven't he did it? 2 months later. And after you heard his name was all through it as if he probably was the author, you still going along stupid. It's some stupid ass people.
And the only person that's changing their story in regards to Epstein is 47. You went from, I don't know the man, I don't know who you talking about. Oh yeah. We weren't friends. Oh, one time I found out that he wasn't a good guy. I had to kick him out. Your story keeps changing every time your mouth opens. And I don't know how people live with themselves when it's okay to have a P-file in office. And that evidence that you're talking about that's going to come to light one day, I have a feeling it's in the files. Well, it's in the files.
It's more stuff in the files. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff in the files. And what's in those files is more than an email saying he knew. It's probably, in those files, it's probably financial statements where he done paid for underage. A lot of stuff. It's probably a lot of stuff in there. And for the people on the right who say, well, no, that's just Democrat. Look, I don't give a damn what Democrat or Republican. If you did this to a child, and this is how you should think too, MAGA, like grow up for an hour and just say, hey, would you want that to happen to your daughter? And I know you might be 8 and your mama might be 12. Would you want it to happen to your mother? you such a freaks out there, right? But anyway, he's a liar. And then I never knew him and all this stuff. And then, and this is mainly for the doubters that, no, he never knew him. Here's a little clip of him just hanging out with him that we don't seen before.
Oh, wow.
Great ratings in your show.
Trump is surrounded by women as music blares in the background. After a while, Trump goes to greet 3 new guests. Among them, the financier Jeffrey Epstein.
Come on in. Go inside.
More than a decade before his guilty plea on state prostitution charges. Later in the footage,
And that's a year before his plea. But he wanted us to think that he knew nothing about it.
Trump is seen talking to Epstein and another man as women are dancing in front of them. Trump alternates between dancing and pointing out women to Epstein and the other man and telling Epstein about the cameras. Though exactly what they say is difficult to understand as they discuss the women and their appearances. Trump gestures to one and appears to say to Epstein, "Look at her back there. She's hot."
Jeez.
And I wonder if he had to change the pins back then. Is this the same time where he would grab him by the
Cooch? Yeah.
You know, MAGA people are just so ignorant. Like, I hate to come out and point out a group. The smart ones, you probably, if you're a Republican, you wouldn't consider yourself MAGA. I'm talking about the idiots, the ones who don't think for themselves, like the follow the leader group of it all.
I mean, they were living very foul, and he is he's a narcissist. He doesn't care how other people feel. He doesn't care about breaking crimes. He's just about power. That's why he wants to be a dictator, and money. And listen, after 6 personal bankruptcies, you should kind of get a clue that you're not a good businessman. I mean, he's letting out all the January 6ers. He gave Rudy Giuliani a pardon. Oh, and now they're trying to say, this is so stupid. It's fun. It's comical. Listen, Barack Obama ran the presidency 100 times better with his eyes closed.
Okay.
I think that bothers Trump because I think at the end of the day, he knows that people don't like him. This is why he didn't hold his inauguration outside, because they couldn't get enough people.
Right.
Do you remember when Barack won? We lived in Richmond at the time, and there were just people all on the freeways, everything, and everybody was won, and we were glad that he was president. He doesn't have that. He has a deep-seated jealousy towards Barack Obama because Barack Obama got respect from people. So now he's trying to say that Barack Obama didn't really win and there was voting tampering.
I mean, he went and said that he wasn't a citizen. All the ain't a citizen, he ain't this. And see, the problem he couldn't handle is because typically when you white, you can get respect. And if you're supposed to have money, he was white and had money, but people didn't respect him. And he couldn't figure out, why are they respecting this black man with no money?
And guess what? Barack didn't have one damn felony, and he wasn't accused not one time of being with minors. It's just really disgusting, but that's okay. That's why I say, listen, this is a mega fight. I don't care if they're protesting for snaps or no king. I'm not going to one damn protest because the kind of people mega people are, they have to bump their heads before they realize what's going on. So let them deal with Trump and we prepare. You've got to stop putting all your money in the bank. You just have to. You have to make sure that you can feed your children. There's other ways. There's food banks and stuff like that. I'm going to give to the food banks. You've just got to act like we have a president that don't give a shit about us, and I have to do these things myself. The government's not going to protect you from anything, even though in every other country, there are programs in place for the people with mental health issues. If you got a mental health issue now, don't think you can go in, check yourself in and get some help. My daughter has multiple sclerosis. They charged us for 1 business, for one trip to the hospital, $400,000.
Yep.
Because they said they needed a special machine to the hospitals aren't making money here in Vegas. I don't know about other places, but you just have to go in protective mode. So you got to feed yourself. You have to make sure that, you know, you can afford where you live, get what little programs are left, but don't think that this is the old days. If you, I don't know, your sister has a mental breakdown and the government will step in and help you. No, if you get cancer and you don't have health insurance, that they'll fix it. No, if you got cancer, you're effed.
What?
You're effed.
Yeah. And I was going to say this too, right? I mean, I seen this the other day. It was like a clip. Don't know if it's true or not, but because AI, a lot of stuff is out there, that they was going around getting this petition to deport Melania and her family, right? And this is going to lead us into this next story. And like MAGA people are so flaky, they want the files released until they find out he's in it.
I know.
But they know Clinton was in it. Release the files. Release those files. And now with he in it, they quiet, right? Now, they're against H-1B visas that's bringing in foreign workers, right? But they okay for him going to Russia, picking up a few wives, right? And giving them citizenship, huh?
Pierre, I really do think that Putin has some kind of sexual conduct. You hear these rumors about that he offered him prostitutes and he filmed it all. Have you heard those rumors?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm about to get into.
Okay,
This
sorry.
ex-KGB official claims Putin has secret blackmail files on Trump videos. MAGA, you hear that? Your leader is over there bang, the bang, the bang, the bang, the bang in Moscow. And doing it on camera. Right? Are you okay with that? Are you okay with him being a bitch bound down to everything he says? You might be, because he's a freak, and most of these cowards, these MAGA people, are cowards and jackasses and stupid. Right? But here's this clip of this guy talking about that.
Major breaking news. So a former KGB officer has come forward with allegations that Putin has an entire blackmail file on Donald Trump. In this file, there are allegedly videos of Donald Trump committing terrible acts against minors. Check this out. A former Soviet intelligence officer has made these claims, saying that Vladimir Putin is blackmailing Donald Trump with an extensive trove of compromising material. He had this to say in an August 12th, 2025 social media post. Putin has extensive, well-documented materials on Trump. He says that inside this file, there are allegedly detailed records of Trump's financial transactions, insider testimony from agents involved in gathering dirt, and even audio-video evidence of SA crimes involving underage girls and violence against women. These are, of course, very explosive allegations, and we need to see the evidence immediately. However, as of today, none of these supported documents or recordings have been made public. No independent source has verified their existence, and Trump, of course, has consistently rejected that Moscow has any dirt over him. He says, "It's all fake news, it's phony stuff, it didn't happen." He said this in 2017. Of course, when Donald Trump calls something fake news, it makes all of us wonder if it's real, because, I mean, he's done that like 100 times in the past now. While we haven't actually seen these files, we do have a credible source confirming their existence. And Trump has been very hesitant to speak out or say anything negative about Vladimir Putin, even after he attacked a U.S. business in Ukraine. So in my humble opinion, Trump has absolutely been behaving as if Russia has blackmail on him.
That's
Wow. More minors? Perry, how many times has anybody accused you of being with a minor?
Well, you know what, though, and I'm going to say this, and no pun intended. Maybe he felt like he had to be with minors, MAGA, because most adults he can't fulfill. Ask yourself, how come him and Melania don't sleep in the same room? Ask them to sleep on different floors, MAGA, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and if you want him satisfied, won't you go up there to the White House and let him feel on you, right? I'm just simply saying. And then, as soon as I played this clip, hey, lies, fake news, lying, lies, fake news.
That's not true. How do you know it's not true, sir? Because he said so. Doesn't he have a track record of lying? I don't listen to what makes sense. I just go Trump, Trump, Trump until it affects me. What's
He
affecting you
didn't
now?
meet Melania in Russia. He met her in New York City.
So
He-
what's the T on Melania? Was she an escort or was she a mail order bride?
Well, I think she could have been more of a traffic,
Escort?
like that part. You know what I'm saying?
What,
Like
when I say it
into it.
again?
I think that like Epstein had the girls go out and do stuff. They put them in stuff.
You're saying
Maybe.
Melania was a worker? Oh my God.
Think about it. Putin don't play that shit. Now
Yeah.
they'll lock you up for a little thing of weed in Russia, right?
Right.
They let these powerful people come over. He got money
Yeah.
and get away with this stuff because they're collecting blackmail. You don't think when he was in there, bam, 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 or crying like a baby, wearing a pamper or something in that hotel room with that underage person in Russia? There probably was cameras all over there and mics.
Yeah. But
And
who
see,
trusts a dictator to begin with? What is he smoking? It doesn't make any sense.
he's not too bright. That's why MAGA like him so much.
Yeah.
Did he
Yeah.
want to have an IQ test with something? And
I mean,
let's have an IQ test. Come on now. What you need to do is see if you can hold your bowels. Okay, I don't see pictures of you walking up like you got a catheter down there right above your thigh, like you holding your piss. But you need something for the back too, because he was walking down, ain't nothing but this brown big old stain in the back of his ass.
He
Disgusting.
definitely, beyond a reasonable doubt, has health problems. And I hate to say this, but I think our only out is when he passes away. I think as long as he's on earth, he's just going to continue to be a nuisance. He's always going to be doing crooked things. He's always going to cater to dictators, cater to Hitler. That is bizarre. What kind of family do you grow up in and your idol is Hitler?
Yeah, I mean, he act like he a trick. He'd do anything for $1.
It's very weird. But I feel like things are going to get worse. Don't expect him to look out for the commoner. Don't expect it. Things are going to get worse. People have to downsize. People are going to have to get with families and pull together. You know, if you have a family, you know, if you're on your own, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to start volunteering and just trying to help out that way. It's not going to get better. It's not going to get better, because in the beginning I thought, okay, well, he can only do this for so long before people start really feeling it. We're feeling it, and he's not going to get any better. He wants tariffs on everything to crash the economy like he's doing now. And then it's like if I had an apple, right? I sold apples. And if I had a whole bunch of people that buying my apples and I said, I'm going to raise the price, they're going to say, I'm not buying the apples. But if you're broke and you don't have any food, you have to buy the apples. So that's what he's doing to people. And I don't think the common person understands that money is the root of all evil.
Well,
and he never gained his money legally. It's always been underhanded or taking from Pop, his handout from his Nazi father. I mean, his whole life has been appearances. You know, he has these big buildings. He puts his names on them, but you can't afford the buildings. You lied on your loans to get housing. He's just a horrible person. And so the sooner that Democrats and the working class realize just how low he will go, we're going to be amazed by everything. But I'm telling you, I have a very strong feeling that he unalived Epstein. And just read the emails. Epstein didn't even like him. Epstein didn't like him either. And Epstein was the worst of the worst. You are a pedophile saying you don't like this guy? Okay. It's a joke almost. Yeah. It's a joke.
He's a lunatic. I think Charlie Clerk, he has something to do with it. Now, when I say something to do with it, like mobs don't do the hit themselves.
He unalived Charlie Kirk, in my opinion. He unalived Charlie Kirk, in my opinion.
It's a lot of stuff. And then for him to be Superman that he evaded all these assassinations. Come on, people.
Mhm.
The only people who believe that is the MAGA folks.
He's
You know,
horrible. I won't put anything past him, including unaliving people. He's just a bold-faced liar. It's so bad because I used to like The Apprentice, but I didn't have to, he wasn't running the country then, so he could hide a lot of his weirdness. He's a weird guy. And do you remember when he made a comment about Ivanka, his own daughter, having nice breasts?
well, I mean, because he's used to it. She was younger. I mean,
Mhm.
that's the kind of freak he is.
He's weird. I would never say, hey, my son has a very large penis. That sounds weird. Who says that? What?
He probably was
I
looking
wouldn't
good.
put anything past him. Pedophiles are people that have an illness, just like cancer, but it's in the brain.
Mhm.
They're probably worse than a person that's physically sick, but they're mentally ill. And I'm starting to think, I don't know. I haven't met one pedophile, but I hear it has to do with power and all that stuff. This is a child.
Right. I know.
Be powerful over a damn child. Why can't you be powerful and a good example for your own life? He's trash. All pedophiles are trash, scums, and need to be eliminated off this planet. Don't go to Russia. Don't go. You need to be eliminated off the planet. Pedophiles do nothing but bring hurt and pain to a society, not just the person that they're messing with. It's a sickness. It's a sickness, and Donald Trump is sick.
Amen.
He's sick. He's a sick man, and it ain't got nothing to do with race, because none of them women were black. None of them were black. I don't want to see white, black, Hispanic women being taken advantage of.
Right.
It's not.
I mean,
and did you listen to some of the victims? It scarred them.
right.
And Prince Andrew with his nasty self, they're ashamed. Charles is ashamed of you. That's why he stripped you of all your duties. You are sick also, Prince Andrew. We know you were with him.
Well, I mean, lately I've been hearing a lot of names from foreign leaders. Netanyahu. I heard that name too. I can't say. I'm just saying a lot of these names coming up.
Oh,
but if you think about it,
gosh.
rich people do these kind of things because they feel like they got the money to do it.
I don't know why. It's not rich people, Perry. There
No.
are poor pedophiles.
Sherelle, I'm saying rich people do it. Let's take Diddy, for example. Those girls wouldn't have did the shit he did for Diddy if he didn't have no money. That's just my opinion. I'm just saying
But
that.
but here's the difference. Ghislaine, I don't know her name. This is a weird name. Went to the local high schools to recruit.
Right. Because if they can't convince an adult to do the things they did. Hey, you want an apple? You want some candy? She would do all this recruiting stuff because a 12-year-old gonna be more fascinated with $100 than an 18-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, taking advantage of them in every possible way.
And then speaking of her, she's living the life of luxury right now in that little prison in Texas.
Yeah.
She gets cell room delivery. And I won't say cell because it's probably a one-bedroom studio down there or something like that. But she get food delivered to her room. They gave her a service puppy. The warden.
What's a service puppy?
It's like a little dog. It's like a company. It's like they have service dogs for blind people, disabled people, or whatnot. But they just said a service puppy, probably a trained puppy. She get that. She get a pet. She get food, room delivery. She gets snacks for her friends. The warden responds to her emails. Now, if you can't tell me, he know what's going on. 47 know what's going on. He makes sure this will keep her quiet. And then one day, she might be walking that little puppy, and something might happen to her too. When he thinks,
do you remember? I remember watching Nelson Mandela and John Gotti, and these are people that had clout in their society. They used to let Nelson Mandela come out the cell and go into the free world. Jeffrey Epstein, they let him come out the first time he was arrested. Remember that? I mean, Ghislaine, whatever her name is not being treated like your average criminal, and she should be, because if it wasn't for her and her illness, supplying women for your sicko friend Epstein, then he couldn't have done as many people as he did. You are just as vile as he is. And, I just hope that, I wouldn't be sad if she had cancer.
Well, no.
She's terrible. She's a terrible person. Just what
So
the
Dom
these
Down
women
said,
that turn the other cheek. What are they thinking, Perry?
the people who turn the other cheek is people who don't give a damn.
I'm talking about women like Ghislaine that assisted Epstein.
No, I know you're talking about a woman that don't give a damn about others, only worry about themselves. She benefited from that. Now, I might ask myself the question and think about it for a long time. If she would have did it for free, then I would say maybe some kind of psychological problem. But no, she benefited. She got paid. She don't give a fuck about nobody else. And if she did this in the free world, ain't no telling what she doing inside the prison. And Dom Down says this: it's a comfort animal. Now, what the hell she need comfort for?
Let's start taking some questions if you're not done. If you're done, I just want to see, because I can't see without my damn glasses.
Pamela always will catch up. Oh, Karma, yeah.
I hope you're right, because it feels like he's just getting away with the M word, and he really is. But I know that there's a God, and when you do bad things, you pay the price in this lifetime. And I have to hold on to that belief, because it might look like he's riding high and getting away with this and getting away with that, but it looks like he doesn't have a family life. The way that Melania looks at him, she probably has a whole nother boyfriend. She stays in a completely different wing of the house, of the White House. She said she didn't want to come down because the White House wasn't modern enough. So they put that horrible gold in the office. She's still not there. Donald Trump does not have a relationship with his wife. She looks disgusted when he tried to kiss her. Remember, she pulled back. His children, the Eric and Donald Jr. are crooks, and Ivanka wants nothing to do with him. Nothing. So I feel like if you don't even have a family to love you, then you're the worst of the worst. So maybe he's paying for it in his own way. I do believe that he has health issues. I do believe that he had to put on the Depends. He's just horrible. And what's even worse is God gave you an opportunity to do good. You just refuse. You cheating ass.
For sure. Well, anyway, Sherelle, if you ain't got nothing else, that's my show for today.
Okay. I'm laughing at Dawn. She said she always wears the hat so he can't kiss her. She pulled away when her husband tried to give her a kiss. That is a business arrangement if I have never seen one.
It always has been. And thanks for the super sticker. I truly appreciate it. No, I mean, it always been one. From the moment they first met. You know what I'm saying? It's always been one. And now she got it. Now she can just let him go and do what he want to do. She should buy him a ticket to a brothel just to keep his ass away.
Listen, nothing can make me think any different. They don't have a romantic relationship. She can't stand him. She knows he's a crook. She's got to see things firsthand. So, it's really weird. Remember Michelle and Barack had date night and stuff like that. And they would just give each other the fist pump and do special. We don't see any of that with Melania in 47. She despises him.
And everybody we get out of here, please give the video a thumbs up if you like it. It really helps the video. And I truly say, good show, Perry, Sherelle. I was cracking up at time. Yeah, thanks you, lovely. Look, people, I will. And look, I know I'm really busy. I got 2 grandbabies and stuff, a lot of stuff going on. I will try to put more time into the channel. Thank you guys for popping up.
Also,
Shirley.
too, I allowed Mega in the chat, but if you comment, you're blocked. Just wanted you to know. We just wanted to let you listen to some common sense for the first time. But now I'm not going to keep putting up with your mess. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. So everybody, thanks for showing up. Showing up and hanging out with us. I truly appreciate it. Until next time, Sherelle, on 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3.
Bye everybody.